Hello and welcome back to another Let's Play Planet Zoo. My name is Chris, and this is episode 15 of Perseid Zoo. In this episode you will immediately notice that we've done some work off screen. The first thing you're probably noticing here is that we have removed the barrier for our Great Plains exhibit. Yeah. So while I was working through the Timberwolf enclosure over here, and I was trying to get the path right, and then also trying to get the water over here right, I kept running into issues with either the barrier or the path or the barrier or both. So I just deleted the barrier for the Great Plains exhibit. Instead, we've redrawn it as a null barrier that kind of swings around, follows the path. The path has also moved closer to the Timberwolf exhibit. If you look here, you can see that we've got kind of a short grass and then coming into long grass. So the short grass was where the barrier used to be. You can kind of trace it up and along here. So we've gained a few feet of perimeter here for our Great Plains exhibit that I'm going to have to go into in detail just a little bit. But what I want to do is, using this wall piece here, or this barrier, custom barrier wall here, I want to bring this kind of out across, across the water and then down to this point over here. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to give it a try, but I'm thinking I'm going to create like a little observation deck that allows you to kind of look into this feature exhibit. I'll get to that in just a second, but yeah, I want this barrier here that I made for the Timberwolves to swing down, come down around here, and then end at the corner for the Great Plains exhibit. I'm not quite sure how I want the barrier. I'm thinking it's going to be probably a hybrid between the barrier we built here and the one for the Timberwolves. So I think I'm going to probably continue this one all the way down up until it hits here, and then from here I'm going to have a bridge that goes across, and then I'm thinking I will have this style barrier, just mirrored coming down across to about this point here, and then I think we'll continue it with the this barrier over here, the one that we built. I believe that was episode like 11. So yeah, it's definitely different. Did quite a bit of work off camera. Got quite a bit of work in terms of fixing things up in front of us. The other thing you're likely noticing is this great big square block mountain here. Well, it's not a mountain yet. It's mostly just blocks of blocks of terraform, but it's going to be a mountain. So we're going to have a total of 4 exhibits kind of in this area here. So this top one with this little lake will be our polar bears. So from the corner of the Timberwolf exhibit here, it's going to stretch across, come towards this lake, and then where I've kind of just plopped down haphazardly this little pathway, the barrier will meet up with that, kind of go off to the corner here, and that will be where our polar bears are. Now, if we come straight out from this point here, we come straight down to the path, and again, imagine the mountain being, kind of circular here, so it's in all 4 exhibits. This will be our doll sheep exhibit. I think that's how you pronounce it, doll or dow. Let me go look at them real fast, so we're all on the same page. Where's Zoopedia? This one. So it will be these guys. So the doll or the dale sheep will be in this part of the mountain. Now over here, so on the, if we're looking at it this way, the left side of the mountain will be more temperate, the right side of the mountain will be more tundra, So we'll have our polar bears, we'll have probably a bunch of coolers in there to make a nice snowy exhibit for them, and then we'll have our Arctic wolves, that again we'll do a nice snowy exhibit for them. And then down over here in this corner, so probably going, you know, as a triangle shape coming out this way, and then coming down will be our caribou exhibit. And that leaves kind of this whole area and down. You can probably draw it here with the paint tool to get a better idea. So if we come across this way, actually I'll just use the path tool, that'll be more defined. Undo, undo, undo. So let's grab the path here. So we grab the path. The sound effects are free of charge, by the way. So we have this area over here. This will be kind of like our South American exhibits. I don't know what we really have from South America apart from, I believe it's the tapir. Let's go find him. That's my phone I forgot to silence. Bonus points to anybody who deciphers that bit of Morse code there. So, where are they? I think he's got a word in front of him. He's in here somewhere. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. There it is, the Bar's tapir. So yeah, they are in South America, so they'll be one of our first South American exhibits on this side. So we'll probably put him in like the corner or somewhere down here, and then in theory that would allow this whole area out here to be developed for South America. So we've got our kind of North America, and we'll probably eventually, if we get more North American animals, come out this way. So straight out from the grizzly bear exhibit, and then come down, and then hit over here, more or less this corner, and this would be all South American animals. So the other master plan of the zoo right now is, if you come east out of the Welcome Center building here, you'd come across, and where I kind of already have these paths drawn out, or did have these paths drawn out, is where the African exhibit is going to be. So what I'm imagining with the African exhibit is that it's one big exhibit, except, or at least for the non-carnivorous animals. So you'd have one massive exhibit down here where you'd walk out and you have this great big kind of viewing platform up here, and then you just have like a African savanna, you know, as far as the eye can see. And then you kind of swing down around here, you come off your path, you come over here, and then you'd have like your lions. Do we have a cheetah? I think we have a cheetah. Can't remember if we have cheetahs in this game or not. Yeah, we do. So you'd have your lion, your cheetah, all your aggressive animals would be, of course, by themselves. Probably the spotted hyenas as well. And this would be kind of like the African plains out here, the African savanna. And then we kind of move towards like the jungles of Africa, which would segue us over towards Asia eventually. So you'd have your jungles of Africa. This would be more your chimpanzees, your gorillas, your orangutans, all kind of tucked into here. And then kind of swinging off this direction in the probably the upper right corner of the park, if we orientate ourselves with the Welcome Center. So the upper right corner of the park here will probably start us on Asia. And then the upper left corner will be the Australia, Pacific, and Antarctica if we ever get like penguins. Which leaves the center, which I want to have kind of as a bunch of guest-related buildings. So this will be larger visitor centers, larger restaurants, larger larger gift shops. These would be the IMAX theater we talked about, probably like an event center, maybe some gardens. It would kind of see, you know, that size is going to be determined by what and how big we make, first of all, you know, Africa, and then Asia over here, and then Australia and the Pacific down over here, and of course Antarctica. But that leaves, I would think, quite a bit of room here in the middle where we can make some more. I really don't want to call it like a main street, because that's more for like amusement parks, but something where you come straight out of the Welcome Center and you would have like your education buildings, like a large grand plaza. You would have not necessarily like staff buildings, I don't think, but more, you know, you would come here for an event at the zoo, you would come here, you know, for a wedding, you'd come here for a corporate retreat, you know, something like that, where we have those kinds of facilities, event centers, gardens, and of course like our larger gift shop, our maybe some more indoor exhibits kind of tucked here and there. Our IMAX theater would be out here, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. That'll probably be much later in the series, but kind of just want to give you guys a quick overview. This episode's a little bit different. I mean, obviously it's different, you know, we're already 15 minutes into this episode, but if you haven't realized now that this episode is different, please consult your doctor about memory loss. Or maybe you're just a new person to the channel. Welcome, and this episode is different. Don't expect this from, you know, most of the channel. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about is I'm probably going to have an episode here pretty soon where we kind of go around and fix, well, I don't want to say fix, we address some of the areas that we've neglected, like this area over here where there's a bunch of protesters hanging out. You know, it's it's kind of bare. There's nothing, we didn't really put anything there, mainly because it's a small spot, so I don't know if I'm going to excuse me, so I don't know if I'm going to extend the pollinator gardens, if I'm going to put them down here. I also want to add a whole bunch of lighting, because if we go to nighttime here, there's not a whole lot of path lighting going on. There's not a whole lot of lighting in general going on. We've got pretty good lighting here in the Welcome Center. We got pretty good lighting here in the bear enclosure. Decent lighting over here on the Bridge of the Americas. Then Perseid Institute, not too bad. Don't really want to put any lights inside the pollinator garden, but we don't really have any lights here in the Taste of the Americas Cafe. We definitely don't have any inside. So that's something I'm going to be covering here pretty soon, is just kind of going through and touching up the places that we've missed. So yeah, like this little area here, again, I don't know if I'm probably just going to be at gardens. I might extend the cafe out a little bit more. I might do the same thing over here, you know, push it out to the left, and then kind of take this part of the enclosure away, and then bring the wall out and then straight down this way, and then it would link with this curved piece that we have here. Actually, that's a pretty good idea, so I think I'll do that. So yeah, this wall, let's just do it right now while we're talking about it before I forget. So we're going to delete that barrier. We're going to grab this one and we're going to swing it around. That looks about right. And grab that, drop that down, grab it. Oops, looks like I gotta move this null barrier a little bit. Yeah, that should work. Let's do that. And then come down this way. Perfect. Let's put that. Nope, not quite. Let's grab that. There we go. And we gotta color it right. What color is this? It's 87 A4 85. 87 A4 85. Oh yeah. It didn't apply. I don't know if it's case sensitive or what, but every now and again I'll type something in 84, A7, 85. I don't know why it does that. It reverts back. That's frustrating. I don't happen to have it saved anywhere, do I know? Well, we can do it the old-fashioned way. Where's weight be? So weight's going to be kind of over here in the marker areas. Where is the 87? Just try typing it again. 87, A4, 85. I mean, that's a valid X number. I don't have like a space on the front of anything, do I? Nope. No space on the back. Nope. And it reverts it. Yeah. If I hit apply there, I can grab it. Nope. Copy. Paste. Apply. No. Copy. Paste. Maybe enter. Apply. There we go. Got it. Oh, that took long enough. So yeah, let's grab our path here and extend that. So align the grid. Just pull this up. So I'm going to have to move that barrier up just a tad. But let's draw this out first. Let's grab this. Just move it up. Probably about there is good. Same thing with this one. Move it up. And if it's a little too far, we'll fix it here in a second. So let's grab our, whoops, we need to grab our grid. There we go. So let's drop this down. Looks like I might have to clear out this path here for a second. Let's grab that. Drop these down. Again, like I said, the sound effects are free. Drop these down, make sure everybody's still attached. Let me double check here. Yeah, I just have to send that back to the right piece, which is tree bark. There we go. Alright, and now we go over here, connect our path up. So we're doing a rustic path. Let's make our width a little bigger here. And this is 23. Nope, maybe this is 20. Maybe this is 16. Yeah, that looks good. Grab our staff path. That's 16. And again, I'm probably going to remove this staff path. I'm thinking I'm going to plop down like a little rock garden here and probably tweak the staff path a little bit so it's a little bit more hidden. So yeah, let's grab some of these guys while we're here. Just kind of start dropping them around. Let's see, I think if we grab them from the facilities, we get to keep them a little longer. So we'll spin some around. So what do we have there? We got like 3. So let's fix this. Maybe we go 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of these ones. This guy. Oh yeah, we gotta go back to facilities and grab it that way. 2, 3. 1, 2. I'll probably move these trash cans. So you can grab them. There we go. So let's move them kind of over here, out of of the way for now. One, two, and three. Alright, so grab these umbrella guys. Let's do it from here. Oh yeah, it's under facilities, I think. There we go. Grab, let's see, snap, position snap, there we go. So, just gonna drop them all in here, just kind of spread them around. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to go into this group here. I'm going to grab these lights. One thing I did was I put some lights underneath the umbrellas here. So I'm just going to grab them and tuck them in. Just adds kind of a nice little glow. Alright, so there's our little patio area. It doesn't look too bad. Kind of spread out that way. Let's see here. Do we want it to go to the right? I'm kind of leaning towards no. Like, I mean, the guest AI doesn't really seem to use picnic benches in general. I think just for the capacity of this park, I think that's plenty. Especially since we're going to have other eateries in other parts of the park. I think that's plenty. And then we can have continuation of the gardens kind of coming down this way. And through here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's grab this barrier real quick. Get it a little bit tighter here. There. Grab this one. Swing it on in. I think we'll add one more null barrier point here. If I can do that. If it'll let me. There we go. Yes, maybe. Ooh. There we go. Alright, so that's in there. Maybe one more, if it'll let us. Right there. Just gonna pull that over here. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. So yeah, then we got our nice little seating area over here. I'll probably go find some artwork to throw on this wall, so it's not just a plain wall. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, it's a nice shade of green. I'm gonna think about that. Actually, let's think about it together. Let's take a look here. So we go to construction. Where's our props? Props. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Not a whole lot, actually. What's this? Oh, it's a festive deer head. There we go. Celebrate Christmas. Beautiful. Done. Call it a day. These little like charms. They're actually kind of cool looking, but I don't think they really fit this theme here. What else we got? Decorative sign, maybe. It's a little too tribal looking. What do we got in like architecture, wall decoration? What do we have here? We got some like horseshoes, some lattice things. Could just maybe do something like this. Maybe some of these. What does this look like? Doesn't look too bad. Gotta sink that in there a little more. Let's get it to align to surface here. Snap. No, align to surface. That's what. Align to surface. Swing that in. I'm not crazy about it. I don't not like it. I don't like it. Anyway, I can fiddle with that on my own time, not to bore you guys. So, what else should we do in this episode? Probably nothing. I think I'll leave it at that. We'll jump back into speed builds here. This video will probably be released alongside a speed build, so I'll probably call this like maybe 14 and a half. I don't know. Oh, I already called it episode 15. It's episode 15. It's stuck. So yeah, this will be episode 15. Like I said, I'll release it alongside a speed build. So if this type of episode is not your thing, you probably haven't gotten to this point anyway to hear me apologize. So, but if it is, well, guess what? You got 2 episodes in a day. Look at that. That's like Christmas. So anyway, be back to speed builds. Probably not gonna play any cinematics here. We didn't really do anything. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.